And we're joined on the phone today by fitness guru, actor Billy Blanks, the man behind Tae Bo. Hey, Billy, how's it going today?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I am excellent. Thank you so much for calling me.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Well, first of all, can you tell the listeners a bit about what you've been up to lately? I see you're still teaching some classes and stuff over the last year here.
Yeah, I've been teaching classes. Tae Bo came out in 1999, on video, and I've still been teaching classes all the way up until now. Traveled 9 times to Afghanistan, Iraq, training the military, still creating workouts for people on YouTube channel. So I'm still involved with helping people get in good shape and teaching people about fitness.
Yeah, that is awesome. And, it's been great that you've been able to kind of transition, during the pandemic here over the last year or so. It looks like you were still able to teach classes and get some stuff out there on your website.
Yeah, and that's been pretty awesome, too, because, I had a studio. I had a little small gym that I like to teach in because that gives me an opportunity to stay creative and create new workouts. And because I had to close the gym down, I started training my daughter and my wife in my living room. So I said, I'm going to create a workout called In the Living Room with the Blanks. So I started working out with people on the YouTube channel, on Facebook, and then Instagram. Everybody started coming to work out with me, not just from here in California, but when I, start working out with Zoom, now I'm training people in 46 countries.
Yeah, that is awesome. So can the listeners out there, can they sign up to work with you? Do you do that through your website or?
Yeah, all they got to do is go to Billy Blanks Virtual Studio. That's Billy Blanks World Training Center. And anytime they want to work out, they can find out my schedule. It's on the website. Go to billyblanks.com, and they could get as much information about when I'm teaching classes on the YouTube channel, as well as when I teach class on Zoom.
And I see you got a lot of other stuff on there as well. Lots of apparel and, private instruction sessions, a lot of stuff on there for the fans.
Yes, they can come on if they want to do a private session. I can do that with them. My goal is I love helping people. And if they want some help in any part of their life when it comes to fitness and health and wellness, I'm there for them.
Well, Billy, you've been practicing martial arts for a long time. When did you put 2 and 2 together and realize that you could be turning this into to Tae Bo?
Well, I started martial arts when I was 11 years old. And one of the reasons why I started, I didn't find out until I was 35 years old that I had dyslexia. And finding out that was one of the reasons I had a hard time at school. But when I got into a martial arts program when I was 11 years old, that gave me a chance to see out of my own eyes that I could be successful. And then it taught me, when I turned 18, I got a chance to make the United States karate team. So I traveled with the United States karate team for several years and was the first American who ever won the national title. I got a chance to compete in the World Games, World Championships as an amateur, and I won the World Championships, and I got a chance to compete as a professional. And then in 1991, I retired. But as I was retiring, I was creating this exercise, and when it first came out, I called it aerobics. And then I said, my style of martial arts is Taekwondo, so I'm going to use the word Thai from Taekwondo, and then use Bo from boxing. So I put all that together, and I created this exercise called Tae Bo. And who'd ever think that it would be a worldwide exercise that would revolutionize the whole fitness world? My goal was to help people in fitness, but who'd ever think I'd be teaching people all over the world? That's just a blessing. I don't take it for granted. It's really awesome to be able to help people.
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned it's 20 plus years at this point, and the success you've had with it. And I remember everyone on the planet bought that VHS tape when it first came out, and that must have been a pretty crazy time for you.
Yeah, it was, man. It was. Who would ever think, though? I started Tae Bo in the basement in the projects. Who would ever think that it would be an exercise that would revolutionize the whole fitness world? I just think that when I went out there and I talked about fitness, I talked about the truth of fitness. I didn't lie to people. I didn't say it was going to be easy. All I said was, if you got a will, there's a way. And Tae Bo would be the exercise that would help you out. And a lot of people tried it out, and it changed a lot of people's lives. It gave people a chance to get into fitness programs. It gave people a chance to become fitness instructors. And now you see people doing something like what I do.
Yeah, it's definitely great. It's still going strong. Again, Tae Bo Nation, you can get all the details there and set up, some workouts. And, Billy, I wanted to ask you about your acting career and how that came about, because I know you were out in Hollywood for quite a while there.
Yes, I started with, Catherine Bach. She played Daisy Duke in the Dukes of Hazzard. She hired me as a professional bodyguard about 30 years ago, and she asked me to come out to California after I finished my bodyguard work. I went to the Philippines with her for about it ended up about 3-4 months in the Philippines. We spent time, and then I ended up getting a job in a movie when I was over there because I was her bodyguard. It was a martial arts movie that they were doing, and this guy asked me, "Hey, you want to play this character in the movie?" I go, "Yeah, that would be awesome." So that was my first start, and then I got a chance to come back to California as her bodyguard. I met Sylvester Stallone, so he gave me a little small part in Tango Cash, and then it kind of opened up my career. It gave me a chance to sign a 3-picture deal with Universal. And I am doing 3 movies with Roddy Piper, and which was a whole lot of fun. And then Tae Bo came out, and it kind of took me away from the act because I love action films. It took me away from it, but now I'm getting another opportunity. I'm gonna do a movie in the June toward the end of June, beginning of July. I'll start my first movie, and I'm looking forward to that because I've been on camera now. When I first had an opportunity to do a movie, it was a blessing to be able to be in the movie, but I really didn't know too much about the camera and acting. But now, since I've been on camera for a while, I feel a lot more comfortable about being in front of the camera and doing more things, to make it better. So I'm looking forward to this movie I'm getting ready to do.
Excellent. Yeah, that's great. I know you had a lot of roles early on, a lot of martial arts films. Do you have aspirations to kind of branch out and, do other roles, or is that kind of the ones that you enjoy the most?
Yeah, I did a film when I played a father. I just played a father. And then wasn't a martial artist. I did a film about, a year ago where I played a Marine officer who had a daughter. And it's a blessing for me to be able to do any part of a film and blossom out to do something different. It's fun. I did a commercial. I don't know if you've seen it. I did the Geico commercial, and that was a lot of fun to do. So, and then I just finished a commercial in Japan. It's coming out beginning of June. I did 6 commercials for Geico, and it's I didn't play a karate guy. I just played an actor. I played Billy Blanks walking into a Geico commercial, and they looking for. They were giving a rehearsal, a casting spot for a Tae Bo instructor, right? Just so be it, I got the job.
Awesome.
It was funny, man. It was so funny.
Well, Billy, I remember seeing you in Bloodfist when I was a kid, and you had some big movies back then. The Last Boy Scout, and Lionheart with Van Damme. You mentioned Tango and Cash. A lot of big movies around that time. Yeah,
I got a chance, like you said, to get my first movie was a movie called King of the Kickboxer, and that actually was Bloodfist. I did with Don Wilson, and then I did another movie, King of the Kickboxer, and then I got a chance to do a really big stream movie with Last Boy Scout. And when I went on the casting thing for that, the director always wanted to be able to do a film with him. It was so awesome to do the film. And Tony Scott, it was Tony Scott. And man, who'd ever think that I'd beat out all these football players? I played a football player. His name was Billy Cole. Some of the top football players in the world went out for that part. But at the end, Tony Scott gave me the part, man, and I was like, wow. It was hard to believe. It was hard to believe. When you do stuff, you always have dreams as a kid, as a child. One day I want to do this, and all of a sudden, it's standing right here before you. It's hard to believe sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's great. And another one of my favorite films, Back in Action, you mentioned working with Roddy Piper. I wanted to ask you your memories of that. He seems like he would have been a pretty crazy guy off camera.
He's an awesome dude, man. We spent time together. He is really an awesome guy. We spent a whole lot of time practicing martial arts. He's a wrestler, and so he would show me some of his wrestling skills as well as I would show him some martial arts things. And we talked a lot. When we were on the set, we spent time together. We went to Toronto. We did actually 2 movies together. We did a movie called Tough and Deadly, and we did one called Back in Action. And it was a lot of fun to work with Roddy Piper. He was an awesome guy, really awesome guy. And I did a film with Hulk Hogan, that TV show. You remember that TV show he used to have on TV?
Oh, sure. Thunder in Paradise, right?
Yeah, man, that was so awesome. I got a chance we did a big fight scene together, and that was always a dream of mine, right? To get a chance to meet Hulk Hogan. And then, he always said, hey, Billy, I just follow you when you do martial arts. I just follow you all the time, and now we're going to do a big fight scene together. And I said, yeah, it was really cool just to, just to be there with him, too. I look at it like, whoa, I can't, man, I always wanted to be like Bruce Lee, right? I was always been a dream of mine to do some of the things that Bruce Lee has done with martial arts. And who would ever think I'd be doing it, man? It's like, I say it all the time to people. I'm talking to kids. I said, there's a lot of things you can do in your life. You just got to stay focused and believe, and don't give up. If you don't give up, you can reach your goals.
Oh, that's awesome, man. And you mentioned getting to work on that new film here coming up this summer. Is that going to be something you're going to see more of, and maybe doing some more films in addition to the Tae Bo stuff?
Yeah, I just got, like I said again, I'm going to do a film called The Circuit, right? And that will start in June. And then after I finish that film, about 6 weeks later, I'll start another film. So the opportunity is coming back where I can do some films, and that's really, I wanted to do that a lot. That's my dream, is I want to be a martial arts action star. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And get that opportunity to get out there and do films. So I have 2 films coming up pretty soon.
Well, again, Billy, it's great. Everything's going so well for you. Is there anything else maybe coming up we didn't talk about, or something we should be looking out for?
Yeah, I got a brand new workout. I'm looking forward to, I can't say too much about it. I have a brand new workout that's going to come out, and I believe that it's going to give people who never worked out before, that want to work out, give them a chance to work out, and then people who have worked out, it'll give them a chance to increase themselves in a cardio strength training workout. So it's really awesome. I've been working on it for several years, and I've been trying it out on people. Because when I have my studio, I use my studio for a tryout place to see how it works with people, and it's done good results. Got some good results coming behind it. So I'll be looking forward to being able to introduce it to the world. So, and then also I got a job working for Shoot Shop HQ. Looking forward to go. I always go on every month, and I'll do one of the pieces of exercises equipment. I go in there, I give people a chance to try out the piece of equipment. If they buy some equipment, I give them a chance to try it out. I'll give them a workout. It's really awesome. It's a lot of fun working on Shop HQ too.
Awesome, man. Again, Billy, it's awesome. You got so much great stuff happening. I'm looking forward to these movies we talked about, and maybe talking with you again sometime. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. Anytime you want me to come on, I would love to come on.
All right, sounds good. Thanks a lot, Billy.
All right, thank you, sir.
And again, that was the one and only Billy Blanks, the man behind Tae Bo. You can find out more at his website, taebonation.com.